Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Force here with game number 2 between Tarson and Nerchio. This time we're on Shakur's Plateau. Nerchio, winner of the last game. It was a great game. I actually quite enjoyed it. Tarson moved out with that Marauder Hellion push, very effective. I think he may have moved out a teeny bit late, simply because, well, we saw what happened. The mutas hit the board and mop up everything, although Tarson was able to drop the third of Nerchio. Mopped up everything that he had, all of those Hellions and Marauders in the center of the map. That certainly helped him catch up in terms of how far behind he was. And then, because of how strong that push was, and the fact that Tarson had very few anti-air units, he had to build a ton of turrets to deal with the Muta harass, and it still took him a while to even do that, as Nerchio was able to do tremendous amounts of damage with those Mutalisks. It was really a great game. Again, this is game 2 here. Upper left-hand corner, red Terran player is Tarson. Upper right-hand corner, blue Zerg player is Nerchio. They're in the close air position. This Overlord for Nerchio will be scouting out Tarson in just a few more moments. Now, if any of you know what the heck is being said down here, please let me know. I would love to know. Love any of you people who are foreign speaking and can transcribe that for me in the comments section. That would be just dandy. I don't even know what kind of conversation they might be having. All right, 2 drones move down. One will be for scouting. The other one will be to drop the hatch. There we go. Nerchio drops his hatchery, pushes out with his scout as well. Again, the Overlord will be scouting out in just a moment. As soon as he gets to that resource, it's actually he can scout, because just have to click on it and be like, oh, that is not 1,500. That means it has been mined. That means he is here. Let's see if he actually does that. Oh, where's he going? Okay, no, look, he can see. You can see it. You can see the mining. That's all he needed. He didn't even have to click on it. You can see the mining go up a little bit. That's all he needed to know. Pulls forward with his drone. Now, oh, is he going to get in? Yes, yes, yes. Does he even want to? He knows he's going to get trapped. What is he going to do? Decides to push back. Interesting. Actually, you know what? It doesn't matter. I was just going to say interesting because now he's not going to know about gas. He won't know whether or not there's a refinery, which there is. Tarson does have a refinery, so he won't be going your standard 1 racks expand. Doesn't look like he'll be going Reaper expand either. So that would be intel that would be good for Nerchio to know, but I guess he decided he'd rather save the drone than get that scouting information. We got a extractor as well as that spawning pool. Spawning pool about 3/4 of the way finished, same as the extractor. They'll both be popping at relatively the same time, with the extractor coming out a little bit sooner. Doesn't matter, no, I just felt like saying it. Is he gonna try to? Oh, looked like he was about to drop a bunker. We do have 1 Marine and a 2nd Marine coming out. Yeah, he had planned to do so. Now, he still might. We got 4 links coming. Yeah, he's trying to drop the bunker. Here we go. Can he get there before the creep finishes? Yes, he does. Manages to sneak in just in time. Now, that SCV is very low on health. And this, I don't think it's going to be close. It's going to be really close. He's just got to kill off that SCV. That's really his only focus there. Oh, Marine gets dropped. Yeah, losing the Marine's a problem, too. Got to get off the creep. Doesn't manage to do so. Tarson, this is a botched attack. Be forced to cancel. It is. Unfortunately, it did not work out for Tarson at all. Not the way he'd hoped. We do have a Hellion opening into expansion coming out here from Tarson. Has he pulled off the gas? Nope, still got 3 guys mining. But the Hellions will be for containing and getting map control, keeping these lings away, controlling the towers quickly, and then once he's scouted that all the map is in control of him, he will just sit here with his Hellions and try to contain Nerchio as long as possible. That's at least what you usually see. Ling will be pushing forward for his scout. Let's see what he sees. He sees what he needs to. Factory with the reactor. Now he knows Hellions are coming. So what does he do? Well, I would like to I would like to see some creep being spread. That is one thing that I would definitely like to see from him. Loses the Zergling that was sitting over here to the Marine. Looks like he does get that kill. First 2 Hellions moving out. Second 2 Hellions pushing through as well. Stimpack and Marines following suit. This is what I was talking about. Map control going to Tarson now. Surprised he doesn't bother checking the towers at least, though. Usually that's what has to happen. Pulling forward. Oh, close again. Poked by that spine crawler. Manages not to, though. Is he now checking the towers? There you go. Wouldn't hurt to keep one up there and just move down with the other one. But you can do what you want, Tarson. When you do that, you also risk being overwhelmed by a small amount of lings. So it's probably, I'm assuming, what he was thinking, what he was concerned about. Roach Warren again laid down. Hellions will just do for that contain, as I mentioned. It's just kind of what you see, man. It's very effective, too. It makes it so that Nerchio cannot get any further scouting besides this Overlord scout, which might be sacrificing itself sometime soon. And he won't have map control as well. So basically puts Nerchio in a tough spot in terms of vision, in terms of what he can see. You can see right now this is all he's got. He's got one over here too. That's it, though. That's a late game scouting overlord to check for drops once there's an eventual expansion over here. That is what he is doing. That is his sole purpose. Also, check for hidden expansion here. That also accomplishes that. Don't know how, but he managed to sneak some lings by. Hilarious. Wow. That was terrible. Tarson should not have let those go by. Now he's going to move in, scout the expo, so now he knows. All right, there's not one big, huge one-base push or something crazy coming. There's an expansion, so I know that much. Tarson finally spreading out his Hellions in a proper position to stop any more of that from going on, any more of those shenanigans, but we still got one ling roaming the map. That Nerchio should not have been allowed to do that. I'm impressed, man. Sneaking those lings by. My assumption is that it just went up there. Now with the roaches in play, Hellions are like, heck no. I can't deal with that. Just roaches demolish Hellions. Look at that. Hellions like nicked the armor of a roach. And that's it. They're so bad against roaches. It is unbelievable. It is very believable, actually. We'll be seeing a Marine medevac here. Could be seeing a timing push. We get stim pack. Might be seeing combat shield come out. Timing push and or drop can be very effective. Stimmed up Marines can tear through resources, drop tech pretty quickly as well. An upgrade wouldn't hurt, but doesn't look like he has it. We saw slight scout with that overlord. He has decided to push back. Double medevac come. Ooh, supply block. Ouch. Tarson, man, no. Oh, that hurts. He could have had 2 medevacs finished right now, but instead he's got 1 because he supply blocked himself on that second medevac. God, that hurts to watch. That is painful, man. That makes a big difference. He could have been dropping right now. He could have been in transit, preparing to drop at this very moment, but now he's not because he has to wait for that second medevac to finish. And now this completely throws off his Q timing. Nerchio coming out with his third. We're starting to spread that creep. A roach speed coming out, as well as the level 1 armor. Does he have? No, he doesn't have any of the weapons, melee or ranged yet. Hopefully we see that soon from Nerchio. That would be nice. Here comes the push, Hellions and Marines. Now remember, there are stimmed Marines. Combat shield now also coming through. Roaches honestly would be fine against those Hellions, but that plus stim Marines could start to pose a problem. So decides to pull back right now. We still got a few roaches scouting over here. He's gonna actually see the fringe of the reinforcements coming out. 9 roaches about to pop. He's gonna move straight on up. The roach is very good against all of this. Hellions and Marines, the roaches do phenomenally against. Stimmed up Marines can certainly do some damage, especially with those medevacs. We got a Marauder added to the fun, and he's starting to work his way through those roaches. Nerchio scared, pushes back. A few more speedlings. Roach, another Queen comes down to engage. We got a forward spine crawler to try to assist. I'd really like to see the possibility of a drop in the main, as well as all this going on, but obviously he would have had to sacrifice some of this force, and as you can see, Nerchio was able to defend, so that may have been a bad idea for that to have happened. Forced to lift off with a sole surviving Marauder. Both medevacs make it home safely as well. Roach is like, hey guys, how's it going? Take it easy. We do have a 4th now coming out here for Nerchio. We got any macro hatches? Nope, not yet. Layer is in play, of course. We already knew that. A couple spines to defend against possible drops going down here for Nerchio. Tarson, really, he is keeping it up. He says, I'll try again. Now, he is behind right now in terms of resources lost. 1,800 as opposed to 1,400 resources lost so far for Tarson. Stimmed up bio. Too many roaches. He can't deal with this. Gonna be forced back now, taking advantage of that stim speed. Now Tarson's got this attempted expansion. Roaches going to force a liftoff. Wow. Very nice play this game by Nerchio. Unfortunate set of circumstances for Tarson. There's a couple things so far this game not going his way. Infestation Pit now finished. Pathogen glands should be expected unless he's going just straight for Hive Tech. Let's see what he decides to do. Level 2 weapons and armor upgrade coming out for Nerchio's ground forces. Look at this, gonna drop it, forces a liftoff. It's burning. Too many roaches right now for this bio. He's able to do some micro there to actually stay away from a lot of that damage, but he is gonna get overwhelmed. Oh no. Forced all the way back. Tarson forced to stim up into his own base. He's awful, man. I don't know what to say. Any drops? Nope. No drops coming out right now for Tarson. Good creep spread going down here for Nerchio. Nerchio still has got a huge force. He must have an advantage right now. Yeah, 70 armor supply as opposed to 49. Now, I feel like this is a repeat of game 1. If Nerchio can just continue to delay the 3rd expansion of Tarson, he's probably just got the game in the bag. Really not much he has to do besides focus on that at this point. Continue up his upgrades. Pathogen glands almost done. Infestor is going to be timed to come out sometime shortly after those pathogen glands finish. This allows him to do what? It allows him to fungal growth right away. We have one drop pushing in this direction. Now with this, I usually like to see a second drop moving into the main, but not happening this time from Tarson. Now he doesn't have a lot of forces, so that's probably largely in part of his decision not to move out with the second drop because he doesn't want to pull too much away from his main army. Stimmed up Marines moving down. They're just going to get a spine crawler or two before the Roaches force a liftoff. Going to lose one Marine, two Marines. Fungal growth loses the rest of the Marines. Medevac might make it away. Yep. Wow. That drop, again, didn't do much. He killed a spine and did some damage to this spine. Didn't kill any workers. Nerchio's got the one worker kill so far this game. Yeah, Nerchio is in a phenomenal position. Don't know what to say other than that. Tarson's having a really hard time this series, and it makes me sad because Tarson is a strong player and usually performs very well, but Nerchio is just doing work. You're doing work, son. All right. Get some overlords. They're going to get taken out. Here comes the push. We got a couple of tanks. Yeah, a few tanks coming on the high ground. Look at that fungal spread. Oh, so much fungal rooting and damage. Roaches continue to pull forward. A few more lings coming down. Tank on the high ground's a problem. Huge problem, actually. Nerchio was able to mop up almost everything that Tarson had, though, and he's got some reinforcements, I'm assuming, here. Get some lings pulling down there. Now, actually, they're about even right now. And resources lost wise. Nerchio is behind. That tank on the high ground was a huge pain. Nice tank spread as well. But the tank on the high ground did pretty significant damage. I know he's only got 7 kills, but there was a lot of splash damage associated with that as well. Overseer Scout moves in. He spots everything. He knows what's going on. He's fully aware of what is going on in this game. Look at that. Look at all those creep tumors. Great job. Now, what does Tarson need to do? I'm not trying to sound one-sided, but the game has been fairly one-sided so far, with the exception of that engagement where Tarson did a good job of defending and evening things up a bit more. I'm not being one-sided, I'm just kind of saying what's going on. But anyways, the point is, what does Tarson need to do to get back in this game? Well, he needs to do economic damage. He has let Nerchio macro up. He has not done a lot of economic damage at all, hasn't killed off any workers. And if Nerchio maintains a strong economy, look at the macro. I mean, he's got a greater spire coming out right now. Already preparing with those corruptors to get some broodlords in play. And what's Tarson not ready for? Broodlords. He's not prepared at all for broodlords. No Vikings. And those Marines won't do the greatest because of the fungal growth, ruining them in place, stopping them from catching up to the broodlords. It's a problem, of course. So yes, economic damage is what needs to happen from Tarson. Now, he does have no drops planned. He is planning right now to push across the center of the map with the goal of taking out one of these expansions. But no drops planned. Means he won't be doing economic damage anytime soon. This is a slow push. No questions about it. 7 broodlords coming out right now, which is something that Tarson has no idea. Tarson has not even seen the main base so far this game. Just take that for what it is. Tarson has not seen the main base. Here we go, Speedlings. Nice fungal growth there. Got still a few tanks over here that's going to force some splash damage to keep those infestors back, but now that most of the Marines are gone, hello, broodlords. Nerchio moves down with the broodlords. Takes out the tanks. Speedlings plus some broodlings forcing the liftoff over here. And now Nerchio makes a death march. Now, we could see a drop here from Tarson, and with that, I mean, he's got to deal with these broodlords. That is his #1 focus right now. If he can't deal with that, he's got a problem. We got Speedlings going to be delaying this expansion over here that was attempted. It was being lifted off and dropped. Yep, that one right there. Here come the broodlords pushing forward. We got a few Vikings now in play. There should be some fungals going down on those though, plus a few infested Terrans. Huge fungal growth. Infested Terrans get dropped as well. Tarson just calls the G, and that's it. Nerchio wins the series. That is going to conclude this series, my friends, between Tarson and Nerchio. As we saw, Nerchio ends up winning both games. Tarson did make a couple of mistakes in both these games, I would say. Nothing terribly bad, but unfortunately things did not work out for him. And one huge problem in this game is he was not able to hurt the economy and prevent the heavy macro of Nerchio at all at any point in this game. Again, he did not even scout the main ever. And without stopping that, without slowing up the macro of his Zerg player, you're going to run into this problem where broodlords come out or ultras come out and you're not ready for them. And that's exactly what happened. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, if you like the content, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks again guys, keep watching and keep owning.